This is the first time we're sharing any of this, what you'll see in public, beyond the walls of Nintendo. The game we're introducing tonight is called Name S.T.E.A.M. This is an entirely new title from Nintendo, a turn-based strategy game with action elements taken from third-person shooters. Players will take on the command of the unit S.T.E.A.M, an elite fighting force created by Abraham Lincoln to defend against a mysterious invasion from outer space. By adding elements into the map which are steampunk themed but also help the players solve the problem.
I'm sure all of you are familiar with so-called action points or time units, which quantify how much a unit can move, like how much time do they have to move. The units wear these boilers on their backs, and these generate the steam that powers both their movement and their weapons.
Actually, though, the spec is that until you perform some kind of an action like an attack, as you move, your steam isn't completely used up. Within the limits of your steam tank, you're allowed to move as you see fit across the battlefield. However, it wouldn't be a strategy game without some risks involved. So, as you can see, the battlefield is strewn about with enemies. If you were to run into one and then get attacked, that would lock in the amount of steam you've used. You'd then be in a bad position, perhaps, to receive attacks on their turn. I think some of you have probably noticed as you watch the gameplay, but we've included an element that's been in a lot of strategy games of late, and that is Overwatch attacks. What an Overwatch attack is, instead of attacking on your own turn, it's an attack that you make on the enemy's turn. For Name S.T.E.A.M, we've added a couple of unique elements.
The most important of which is that you have the capability of stunning the enemy.
Just to summarize one more time, the strategic elements of the game are based on three simple things: movement and attack. The third is how you plan out the Overwatch attacks. You have steam and you make decisions based on what you want to do with those three elements. So this spinning green and gold pillar here is a checkpoint or save point. There's a little more to them than simply saving your game. These medals on the ground can be used at the save points to restore health and steam to units near them or to the entire team. But by using up medals to restore health and steam, you're no longer able to buy some of the bigger weapons down the line. As you proceed through the game, you're going to be adding all sorts of new members, each with their own unique characteristics and powers. Since we wanted to avoid abstractions, you should be able to tell what kind of powers a character has simply by looking at them. Even if you aren't very good at math, you can still enjoy this game immensely. One of the things I was aiming for with character design was also to make them iconic. And some of my inspiration came from Silver Age American comic books. I think you'll notice that in the terrain there's a lot of depth. This is something that we really paid a lot of attention to. With depth and verticality come an equal expansion of the depth of the strategy involved in the game. So it looks like this is a perfect time to explain a little bit about the enemies since we're now under attack. The aliens that are attacking there are all our original artwork. However, I think you can tell the heavy influence of H.P. Lovecraft. The aliens all share a commonality, which is the element of ice, purple and blue color palette. I knew from the start that Paul has kind of a hatred for bugs. I used the bug element just to add a little impetus for him to want to kill them all the more.
Yeah, I hate bugs. I think they're gross.
But I think they're cute.
So what does STEAM stand for?
Hang on to your seats. Strike Team Eliminating the Alien Menace. And yes, the sound you're hearing is the English language buckling under the weight of that pun.
I think, though, we have created a very unique take on the strategy genre. I hope that you really all pick up the game, play it, and appreciate the depth of the strategic nature of the game. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming to our presentation tonight. Name S.T.E.A.M.